Finding a job you actually like isn't always easy, but it's not impossible either. From all of our years out on the road, we've learned so much about what it takes to find a career that matters to you and what mistakes to avoid while on that journey. So if you're at the beginning or somewhere in the middle of your career search, here are some of the biggest mistakes people make while job hunting and how you can avoid them to streamline your search. What's the one thing every job has in common? Money. We live in a world where we need it, and it's a driving force behind how we make our decisions about our careers and our lives. But choosing a job based on money and its superficial appeal alone might not be the most sustainable option in the long run.
Money is important, but it's not the thing that will make you happy at the end of the day. You need to have enough, right, to pay your bills, have a little something so that when you land in New Orleans, you can go out and have a good time. But it's not a source of happiness.
If money is your drive, then you're on the wrong path. Money shouldn't be your drive. Your passion comes from within. Whatever that is, that's your motivation, and that's gonna afford you everything else in the long run. If you're just like, my goal in life is to make $1 million by any means necessary, great, and guess what's gonna happen? You're always gonna be chasing that money. It's never gonna be enough.
Figuring out what you value most is sometimes a lifelong practice. But learning to understand what motivates you, financial stability or personal fulfillment, or both, and what qualities you admire in others, hustle and grind, or kindness and generosity, or both, can help you decide if any particular work environment is right for you.
We are able to affect people's lives directly. That is what drives it. The bottom line for me is our people. That's our profit. It's creating an environment where everybody finds value. I mean, if you believe in people, they will believe in you. This is not just an employee-employer relationship. We're creating value and trust.
The expectations of others and ourselves is something we all live with. After all, expectations are just pre-designed paths for us to walk down, right? But building a life and a career that actually matters to you takes introspection. You have to ask yourself, am I doing this because I feel like I'm supposed to, or is this what I actually want?
I typified the immigrant mindset, which was overachiever, not really picking your own lane, but your lane was based on your parents' lanes, right? And then your ego's lane as well. So there was a combination of ego representing the family's values and what it felt like to be an immigrant as well. And it took me a while to be able to dissociate myself from what that was like. It took me actually about 10 years to have the courage, the freedom to also say to myself, who are you and what does it mean for your success in your career?
Stability and security are things we all crave, and they can be necessary for our peace of mind. But if you're clinging on to something just because it's comfortable and safe, it might actually be time to figure out if it's stopping you from growing and living the life you truly want.
You can do a certain job as an ends to pay the bills or whatever, but there's also a time where maybe you want to do something because it's actually what inspires you. You might have to go through some transitions to do that and try different avenues or paths to see which one really is fulfilling, as well as which one really starts to make sense to you from a future perspective. You start down a path, but it's okay to change.
Making mistakes is a necessary part of life. Mistakes are how we learn and grow and evolve.
I don't necessarily think that there's such a thing as a wrong path. I think there might be a path that is not the long-term right path for you, but that step might be necessary to get you to where you ultimately need to be.
So when it comes to your career journey, don't be discouraged if you find yourself in any of the situations above. Each experience is there to teach you something new about what you ultimately want. Because what you want will change over time. It's just a matter of listening to your instincts and taking steps to create a life that's meaningful to you. As always, make sure to like and subscribe to get more advice on finding the career path that's right for you. Bye!